What's up, guys? It's Carson, and I'm here with
Brad.
Brad. Thank you for taking the time to speak with me today. Just a little background: our team is researching how young adults make investment decisions and their thoughts on using AI tools to help with investing. We are particularly interested in understanding how AI can make investing more accessible and less intimidating, and the research for our marketing research course. And while we are sharing our findings in class, all responses will remain confidential. So, are you ready for my questions?
Yeah,
Okay. So walk me through, if you do at all, how you currently handle your investments.
that's a great question.
Is there any like specific app, Acorns, Robinhood? Do you have a stock portfolio currently?
I do have a stock portfolio, but I do it through something called Coinbase, where I do it through cryptocurrency.
Okay, so basically the emphasis on ours is through the Acorns app. I don't know if you've heard of the Acorns app, but it's basically investing your spare change, rounding it up for investments. That was our focus, but this is an AI tool that we plan on implementing into all investing apps. How do you decide when to invest? Is there a specific time?
Maybe like you said with Acorns, when I have a lot of spare change, I take that as the prime opportunity just to take that spare change along with maybe like $50 to $100 to implement into investments every month.
Okay. Um, do you usually feel confident about your investing, or do you feel like sometimes you could use something like an AI tool?
Probably a little bit of both. From my doing my own research online, I'll be confident, but there are times when there's national debt crisis or um, national crisis in general, such as the California fires affect um, the economy. So sometimes maybe an AI tool would help predict what I should invest in.
Yeah, so basically, our AI tool, we plan on building it for young investors that maybe don't know a ton about investing, or even some that do, laying out, asking how risky they want to be. But tell me about the last time you made an investment decision.
The last time I made an investment decision, that's a great question. Um, The last time I invested was probably into my Fidelity portfolio last month. I just put it into the S&P 500 after speaking with my grandmother, telling me that she wished she had this at a young age to help her when she was in her 30s or 40s, as an asset to help her in any crisis. So I decided to buckle down on that.
Okay. Do you find it challenging overall, when investing and like knowing what to invest in, aside from, like in a retirement account?
It's not more so what to invest in. Sometimes it's kind of how, and uh, it just really depends on what your financial status is looking like during that month, in my opinion. So it really depends on how comfortable you're really willing to put into that. But for me, I have a rule where I want to do at least 25% of my monthly salary.
Okay. Um, so back to our AI tool, what comes to mind when you just think about like the broad AI assistant helping with your investments?
Um, Elaborate on that a little bit more.
Like what excites you or like concerns you about AI possibly having some control of your portfolio?
It would make it a lot easier for me. A lot of the stress would potentially go away because I would know something is working for me in the back end. But I also have my concerns about data privacy. Like, what is AI doing? One, with my data, but two, um, what are they getting? What type of data are they working off, or like what's feeding into that system? So that's kind of what concerns me. Um, yeah,
Okay. So you would still want to control your portfolio, but get recommendations by AI, not
correct.
have any control. Okay.
Yes.
So that being said, what is your ideal AI investment assistant from
And
a broad standpoint? Like if it could do anything for you.
um, I'd want it to tell me based on. I'd want it to predict it based on again the crisis that are happening in terms of like the United States, for example. Um, even with Trump becoming president, there's certain stocks that went up and certain ones that went down. And I think that's what I would kind of base it off of, just the political and socioeconomic um, status of America, um, and just my financial status as well.
Okay. Say if the AI investment assistant was put onto Acorns, would that be enough to switch you from Coinbase to Acorns? Would it be enticing enough for you?
Yes and no. Yes, being that it's an entirely different investing platform. I feel like Acorns is a lot more liquid, so I could use it a little bit more. There's a lot less risk, I feel like, and obviously the AI adding to that would mitigate more risk. Um, but no, being that I could, there's more return on Coinbase and on the side of things that I'm more used to and knowing. But if AI was able to walk me through that and assist me in where I want to be in terms of making intelligent investment choices, then I would definitely switch over to Acorn.
Awesome. All right. And last question. Aside from AI, could you just tell me a story of how you first started thinking about investing in general? And maybe what's the first thing you invested in as well?
I'd probably say when I first got to college, when I wasn't on my parents' checkbook anymore, I started to think about where I want to be and where I need to be in life by the time I reach 25 or even that middle ground between 30 as well. So I'd say about college. And the first thing I invested in was actually crypto. It was Solana, which is a company that I've been wanting to work for a while. But yeah, again with AI, that would help me with my investment choices a lot more and make me just feel a lot more confident.
Awesome. And lastly, have you had any negative experiences investing?
Um, Definitely, yeah. Especially with again, I'm gonna say could talk about cryptocurrency again. Yeah, when you buy in or buy out, it could that stock could plummet just as quickly as you bought it. So if AI could predict that with some stock plummeting or a coin plummeting, that would help me a lot more.
Awesome. Thank you, Brad. I appreciate your time.
Yes, sir. Thank you.